And if you guys don't remember, the title of this sermon was When a Monkey Goes Missing, the Circus Must Go On.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
And I love that analogy so much because, one, my dad, he was just funny. He just had a great sense of humor. He was crazy. And I loved every bit of it. You know, he referred to himself as a monkey, to us in the house as monkeys. But when you think about that, you know, circuses, they have a ringmaster who controls and dictates everything that goes on in that circus, which is very similar to what God does with his people. We are chosen. The Bible says that we're a chosen people.
Amen.
And that we are supposed to be set apart.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a lot of monkeys in the world.
Yes, sir.
But there's not very many monkeys like there are those in the circus. Those monkeys are trained. They're smart. They have a job, they've been given a job, and they do that job well. And I just think back to that title. You know, we are all given a job today.
Amen.
And in this time of transition, I wanted to speak to you guys and encourage you about this next step that we're taking in the journey and in the vision of this house. Because the vision hasn't changed with Pastor Joe and Pastor Daniel to Pastor Eddie. His heart is the same.
Amen. Amen.
And this next step that we're going to take, I wanted to encourage you guys that the best is yet to come.
Amen.
Okay? So as I was praying this weekend, the Lord started showing me some things. It first started with a phrase. I kept on hearing the voice of the Lord say, I want to give you your mountain. And I know that story well. And I went to my Bible. And I have a lot of Bibles at home. But I couldn't find any. Except for one. And it was the one my dad gave me.
Come on.
On the day of my wedding. And I said, God, I don't want to use that Bible.
Wow.
I don't want to use that one. And he impressed upon me that when he gave me this word, this Bible in particular, he was saying, here is your instructions. Here is your answers. Here is your guide. And so, I want to give a little context to that. Give me my mountain. In the Old Testament, the Israelites, who were being led by Moses, was led out of Egypt and into the wilderness for 4 years. And during that time, the Lord provided. So, you know, you have the Israelites, approximately 2 million people wandering through the wilderness. And they took what they could on their back when they left Egypt, but not enough to survive more than a year or two. But during that time, the Lord, Jehovah specifically,